What is up, guys? We're back again playing some more Blitz Chess. This is week 24 to 3000. We're playing a 3000. Is this who I think it is? Yeah, I've played against this guy many times. He's very good. Having said that, though, I think I'm definitely a stronger player than him, so I should be hitting 3000. If that's his rating, then my rating should be just that high. But, yeah, actually, okay, I mean, he's not chit-chatting, though. Like, the chit-chat really takes a toll on the chess. It's a non-negotiable, though, guys. Just to be clear, we're not compromising the chit-chat. Chit-chat is here to stay. Let's play c3, dominate this bishop. This looks good. This knight is just so silly here, man. Knight feels like the biggest clown in the circus. Let's play queen f2. I don't know what this is about. I guess he's playing bishop b7. We're going to play g4 and f5. Maybe even f5 immediately. f5 takes, then queen h4. That wins the knight. I don't know. Maybe, yeah, let's start with queen h4, actually. f5 is a huge threat. Oh, he could play e5. What am I doing? Yeah, what have I done? I keep on missing this move. e5, yeah, all right. That's on me. There, man wants to take here. Let's play bishop d3. I guess he's going to play knight e6. All right, he's going for that. We'll take, play bishop e3. This still looks okay. If f5, I have bishop c4. Yeah, this definitely did not go exactly as I would have expected, though. Suffice to say. Suffice to say, it's time to go. Man, I'm starving. I ate a steak, but I ate it very early in the day. It's almost 6 p.m. now. I'm hungry. My belly is grumbling. All right, let's go for the pin here. This knight is just so silly on h6. Knight feels like a big clown. Biggest clown in the circus. There. All right, can we take and play knight g5? That looks good. It doesn't do that much just yet, though. Knight g5 also looks good. This knight is just so terrible here. I'm not really sure if I have any problems. Yeah, what is going on here? I feel I have to be doing okay because of this knight, but I'm not sure how exactly I should be taking advantage of it. All right, let's take here. I'll put the knight on g5. His knight's going to be dominated for a very long time. That's what I'm banking on here. Man plays rook e7. I'll play rook d1. If takes, then I'll play knight c4. And I'm just playing for the initiative. I guess, yeah, I should... What should I do here? We play knight c4. Like, how am I going to get my pieces out? Let's play knight f3 here. If takes, I can play knight d4. Oh, he could take with the bishop. Uh-oh. Yeah, I have fallen and I can't get up. All right, yeah, I think... Well, actually, wait, bishop d4, this isn't... I guess he'll play bishop c2. Yeah, I'm just losing here. Let's run it back, guys. We're not counting that one. I was busy getting in the zone with the chit-chat. It's just very hot here in Joinville. Bossman is trying to pinch his pennies, so he's not letting us turn on all the AC units. He says I can put a fan on low. But the only outlet that works is in the other room, so I have to wait for wafts of a slight breeze to enter this room. All right, we'll play knight f6 here. We're playing at 2900, d3, bishop e7. We'll castle there. We could try d5. No, why am I always trying d5? Let's just play d6. Just keep it simple. Bishop e6. Go for this. Okay, there. I don't think this could be the matter. I've gotten this position plenty of times. I usually go for this idea with bishop d8, knight e7, and all that good stuff. Let's start with rook e8, though. Yeah, okay, bishop d8. I've been down this road many times. We'll take here. Now we can play knight e7. That's the whole idea. That's one of the ideas. There are several other ideas with the bishop move, but yeah, actually, you know, for as much as I roast the d3 Italian, I do have good experience against it. Yeah, we'll put the bishop on b6. I don't think black could ever be worse here. Takes. What should we take with? Let's take with the knight. Bishop is coming to b6. I could also play d5 maybe. This looks great. Yeah, only black could be better here. All right, man is playing for c5. How is this going to work? I guess, yeah, what are we going to do? Let's play rook e6 to begin with. I might play rook e8. I might play f5 at some point. I'm just waiting. I'm not sure whether I want to commit this pawn 1 or 2 squares. Because in some positions he might push c5 and weaken the control over e5. Yeah, this is very tricky stuff. D4. That's what he's going for. I don't think that works though, right? Takes, he has to trade here first. Man, better trade there. Yeah. All right, so takes. This looks very good though. Knight takes d4, I have e5. Yeah, dude is in a lot of trouble. Bro, look at this. Talk about being in the crosshairs. Am I right? Dude is in a lot of trouble here. I guess he'll try c5. We'll take. There. He had that this whole time? Okay, I guess, yeah, queen d5 is saving everything for him. Let's play queen e6 here. Hit the c4 pawn, threatening e4 now. Structure looks a little bit ugly, but ultimately I think my pieces are a bit better coordinated. That should compensate for everything. Yeah, structurally I have to be a little bit weaker with these hanging pawns. All right, e4. What's the plan here? Rook e2, I have queen takes c4. There. That's what man was going for? If I take on f2, takes. Takes on f2, takes on e6. I play check here. Yeah, I'm winning there. All right, we're going to go for that. I think this works. Because, yeah, if he trades everything here, then I can play queen f5 and I'm getting the knight back. At least that's what I'm banking on. Yeah, this is weird. c5. Do you always have that? Dude, what is this position, man? How do I find myself in these positions? Can we play queen b3? Dude, how does queen b3? I think I'm just losing here. All right, yeah, we'll play queen f5. This ain't looking pretty, though. I guess he's going to take. I'll take here. Yeah, I got nothing here. I'm just down a rook. That was a good tactic on his part. Started off the video quite poorly. Started with 2 losses, but, you know, we're getting up there. We're getting going. It's time to go. Okay, good. We got bird's defense. That's a sign that my luck has changed. Yeah, we'll play c6 here. I know this. Knight f6. Waiting for d3. Rook e1. That's a good move. We'll play d6 here. I remember I've done this though as well. This is fine for black. Yeah, they're up a pawn here, but they got these really useless pawns here. This is fine. Don't worry, guys. Everything is okay. We can even castle here. If he wants, he can grab another pawn. It's not gonna be to his advantage to go for that. All right, we'll play bishop e6 here. Very, very weird stuff. I mean, this pawn is just extremely weak here. His structure is markedly worse. From what I remember, it's like 0.1 for white in these positions. Definitely not a problem, to be clear. All right, I guess queen d7 takes. Yeah, let's just play queen d7 here. I don't see what bro's going for. We even have b5 ideas in some positions. Bishop f6. Yeah, let's go for bishop f6, attacking this. Takes. Okay, I'll grab the bishop here. Gladly. a6 I'm going to play for b5. I guess he could try knight a4. Probably should have thought about that. We'll play queen d6. I might have b5 ideas still. There. b5, knight c5, that's actually something we should avoid if possible. Let's put the bishop on... Actually, let's play b5. He'll play knight c5. We'll play bishop f5. Very, very weird position at the moment. Like, on the one hand, he's up a pawn, but I don't think they're that useful. And in some case, they block his access to the king side. That's why I'm going for an attack now. All right, I guess he wants to play knight b7. We should play rook c8. Yeah? No tricks, pal. All right, here could we play... No, we won't play g4 yet. We'll play h6. I got some good pieces here. Let's get the king out of the way. Now I have ideas of rook g8 and g4. This is very dangerous stuff. I said it once, guys. I'll say it again. I love bird's defense. Like, it's not... This is not just an advertisement for my course. Like, there was a reason I chose bird's defense, by the way, because it gets these crazy positions. But it's also just so interesting. You get these very strategically rich positions where both sides sort of get to a standstill, but the situation is markedly unorthodox, so both sides still have chances. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing here. I guess I'll keep hanging around. We might play rook h8 in some positions. You know, he has an extra pawn. He really can't do anything with it, though. Like, that's the whole idea. What's he going to do with it? All right, I could play h4 or h takes. Both of these look good. He's going there. All right. Let's play rook h8. Just size up ideas of h takes in some positions. Yeah, that bishop g3 is a more or less useless move, right? Because I'll play... Oh, he's going to put the bishop on e5. Okay, no, that actually makes sense. All right. Yeah, I might be in a little bit of trouble here. I should have avoided this. Let's take... Which way is he going to take? He's taking that way? How are we going to do this? Yeah, this is really, really feisty business. I guess he's threatening queen takes g5. I'll take here. It's not the move I wanted to make. It's the move I guess I have to make. All right, here. Could play queen d6. If queen takes g5, I have f6. f6 is a serious threat. What is his plan here? Like, what am I missing in this position? Check. I play king f7. He doesn't have anything. He ever moves the rook, by the way, I'm probably going to have checkmate. There, I play king f7. I'm waiting for the knockout, pal. I don't see it. I just see 5 pieces hanging. Dude, how is that? How is he surviving there? How is that enough? How is that enough to survive? Why didn't I just take the knight? Yeah, why did I not just take the knight? Okay, let's play rook e8, knight g5, king g7. I think he's still losing there. Oh, no. Oh, this is very tricky. Look at this. Knight g5. Knight g5, king g7 takes, I think, takes... Yeah, I'm losing there. This is wild. He just takes here. Yeah, because I take and he plays knight e6. This is ridiculous. All right. Starting off with 3 losses. Definitely not the finest start to the week to 3,000. But, guys, we just got to keep our spirits up. I said it once, I'll say it again, guys. You know, everyone is talking about how other channels are hitting 3,000 easily. Are any of the other channels chit-chatting? No, they're not. None of the other channels are trying to chit-chat their way to 3,000, okay? Everyone else is focused, pretty much like talking once a minute. I'm trying to keep this a full stream of consciousness riff, okay? It's a different type of content. That's what it's all about. It's the GM Raven show. You know you click on a video, you know you're going to hear the chit-chat. That's what it's all about. Okay, can we play? This is going to be wild. G4, knight c5. Okay, I'm probably just worse there. We should not be doing this. Knight c5 is going to be super annoying. Let me castle queenside here. If knight c5, I think I have e5. And I'm banking on this. Yeah, this might be the start of... I think I'm winning here. Because takes, we take here. We're grabbing this first. Could he play bishop h5? Maybe he could. Bishop h5, I take. This is at least going to be unclear. Okay, unclear is better than losing. Prior positions, I had chances, but for the most part, I was losing. This, I should be doing well, though, right? Don't we play f5 here? Should we throw in a check? Yeah, let's throw in a check. I don't really see the difference. I think this could only improve my position, though. I want to just stop queen f6 ideas. Also stop rook takes e3 ideas. All right, f5. If takes, I check, and I play bishop f6, and I'm completely winning there. Getting the queen. Nice. This is a good game to rebound on. Got to get a rebound every once in a while. Pick my spirits up. Yeah, man, we're just waiting here. Okay, there. We take, and take. That's feisty, but why should I do that? No, then he plays king e7. Why would I do that? All right, can we just take here? This looks completely winning. Let's go for this. I'll just take here. He takes this bishop, and I take this. And I don't see how he's going to, yeah, I just don't see how he's going to survive this one. If he plays king e7, I have queen e3. I guess he has to try queen f6. No, but here I play queen e3. This is definitely over. 100% over. So over, it's time to go. Hitting the rook, hitting the king. Yeah, I'm just completely winning here. Let's play king b1. I can now support the pawn with bishop d3. I wanted to avoid king c2 because then he takes on g2. All right. Nice. All right, guys, we're back on the leaderboards. You see that? We're back in the game and we're playing for keeps. Okay, knight f3. What are we going to do here? Let's play e3. I forgot this system a bit. b3, bishop e2. This is the Ganguly recommendation. Most people... From what I understand, though, most people just don't know how to play this. What do we do here? I think we play bishop e2, then they play knight c6, then we play bishop e5. This is one of the few times that anyone has ever played this correctly against me. Like, even the people who study Ganguly's course, they just can't remember the details. It's just too tricky for them. All right, and yeah, he already made a mistake. The only move here to play for an advantage as black is knight a5, and no one is going to remember that. It's also, Ganguly doesn't even cover bishop b5 in his course. So we got a fine position now. We had to burn an extra tempo on the bishop, unfortunately, but it's time to go. Okay, let's put the knight on a4. Yeah, I mean, to his credit, that Ganguly course, it definitely poses white some critical problems. Not even some critical problems. It's like 0.1 for black if they remember everything. But the flip side is that the moves are very unnatural. Like, I would still definitely bet on anyone who's studied my bird course over anyone who's memorized and move trainered that Ganguly repertoire, because it's just, you're not going to be able to remember all those details. Okay, let's play c4 here and just lock the bishop out. Bishop is turning into a big clown. A big old clown. Yeah, this is a really good position here. Like, this is exactly what I was explaining when my bird course first came out, when I was discussing the Ganguly recommendation. Like, yeah, someone can study the Ganguly course, learn all of the bird variations. You're still going to only be playing these positions like 5% of the time as much as people who play birds opening are. They're still going to have a massive experience edge over you. All right, here f5 takes knight h4. That looks really good. Definitely want to make a play for this f5 square now that their bishop is committed away from c8. He's trying to he's trying to dislodge this whole breakthrough, or this whole, what is this even called? This whole blockade. That's what the word is. All right, we could take here. This doesn't actually threaten anything. We'll just leave it there. Should we play? Yeah, let's play knight g5 here. This is getting very dangerous. Now all of a sudden I have ideas of takes or takes. Very, very tricky stuff. There. Did I just blunder? All right, yeah, let's start by take. He's threatening f6. We need to be careful. Let's take here. This is getting pretty precarious, honestly. Yeah, and queen f2. I have to get out quickly. I think I might have also been able to take with the rook there. That would have been a bit feisty, though. Definitely a feisty thing. He takes, we take, he goes here, I take here. I think that's winning. There. Can't I take here? Queen h4 also looks good. Yeah, let's just play queen h4. He's already weakened his dark squares a lot. If he has to trade off this bishop, which it looks like it, yeah, if you have to trade off the bishop and you're left with this structure with no h-pawn, you're going to lose quickly. It's definitely going to be time to go, guys. Mark my words. All right, let's just play rook f3. I have ideas of queen h6, rook h3. I don't think he's going to be in time to stop this. There. Let's start by doubling. So once we double on this pawn, now he can't even prepare for the h-file. He's going to have to wait around. Feeling silly. We take here? No, that's cheesy. Oh, look at this. Look at this move. Just undermines the knight. Yeah, that is beautiful. Takes. We win the queen. It's time to go. I do want to bring your guys' attention to the fact that all of these problems were rooted in the fact that his bishop was so misplaced here. He's essentially just playing down a piece. Playing down a piece, your odds aren't going to be good, especially against the Birdmaster. Okay, f6. Did he have that? He had that this whole time? Here I was chit-chatting and he had that. Okay, let's just take here. I can't even calculate this. I'm just going to assume that I have something here. Yeah, we're going to take and then take on d7. I think, at the very least, I'm going to have some tricks. There. No, but I'm taking... This is not going to work out. I think he had to take with a rook there. Yeah, if he had taken with the rook, I think I might have been losing, but at least that would have been tricky. Here, with this... Dude, we have to be winning here. Let's start by taking, knight d7. Yeah, dude. This should be over. Or wait, even knight d7 first, right? Because if I take first, look at this. Takes, knight d7, then he can defend with the other rook. If I play knight d7 immediately, he does not have that option. Yeah, I think London Bridge is coming tumbling down here. If takes, I could also take this way. Because, okay, so takes, if takes, king h7, that should be winning. But I want to see the other one. Takes. King g8, we check. I'm at least getting a rook back. That should be winning. I got to play quickly. All right, let me just take this way. I think that this is just the end of the game. Takes. And we're going to play rook f3 or rook f4. Rook f4 makes more sense. Let's aim for a dark square. Not even let this bishop engage on the board. All right, we're going to take. Check. Yeah, he's completely losing here. All right, nice. That was a very nice win. Very, very interesting win. Okay. Playing again. Yeah, let's go with the Dutch. Got to go with the Dutch some more. I really love the Dutch. All right, g6, bishop g7. Just all this stuff. I could literally just blitz these moves out. Knight c6. If d5, we have e5. Let's play queen e8 here. All right, man wants to play d5. Yeah, d5 would be a little annoying. Let's play e6. Just slowly going up. I'm going to reroute my knight over here. Guys, I really have no idea if I'm playing the theory correctly. We're probably like 3 years away from me releasing a Dutch course. Eventually it is going to happen, though. I made the mental decision that I am... Like, as much as I hate making courses, as much as I hate making PGNs, I feel I love the Dutch too much. I'm going to make a course on it. It's going to be interesting. Really love the Leningrad. Leningrad is one of my favorite openings. All right, rook a5. We'll play rook b8 here. This looks fine. Like, the big thing here is when they have this pressure here, just make sure to keep your pawns like this. Then they don't have much to do. All right, there. We play b4. b4 doesn't really do anything. Let's just play bishop d7. I don't see where he's going with this. I don't see what that's leading to. What are we going to do now? Let's play g5. Do I know what's going on, guys? No. I have no idea, but I'm going to play for h5 and g4. Maybe eventually get my knight over to g5. Could I get another color? Thank you. I'm not able to look at the keyboard, and I still can't figure out how these keys work. Got the broken keyboard, as you'll know. Let's take here. I don't want to allow c5 crunching on the structure. Please no c5. All right, here, let's play h5. Just continue advancing. Yeah, eventually I'm going to figure out this keyboard. It's just, it's a work in progress, just like everything with this channel. This looks fantastic. This looks like one of the model games that's in Marin's book, of all things. So this rook is actually doing a great job. I want to trade that rook off. Yeah, that rook was being very annoying. Now I might be able to play e5 in some positions. We do need to watch out for this pawn here. Knight h5, knight g5 is also an idea. This is bananas. This is so weird. All right, yeah, let's go for that. I get a crazy idea like that. I can't resist it. I just have to play it. That's what blitz chess is for. Blitz chess is for experimenting and learning your limits. It's for testing your strength and seeing how much you can grow. Yeah, man. So an interesting idea here would just be bishop f1, because if I take... you pretty much want to always be careful about opening the e-file for your opponent in the Dutch. What is this position? I don't have a single... This is such a weird position. I don't have a single piece on the third rank. Almost all my pieces are far from each other. I only have one weakness in this position. It's very hard for him to get at. There. He had that? Takes, knight takes. Yeah, I guess he did have that. All right. Yeah, okay, we'll take here. I'm going to play queen g6. Do we have queen g6 or queen b8? Let's play queen g6. This is going to get messy. Okay, knight h3. Does this win? I don't know if this wins or not, but it's going to be hella feisty. This is so close to working. Look at this. f4, takes, check, takes, takes. That's almost checkmate. But it doesn't work just yet. How are we going to make this work? Let's play e5 here. I don't know if this is going to work. Takes, takes. I think I have some tricks. I think I should be okay there. I'm just playing for e4. Just let me play for e4, please. I got a bunch of tricks in this position. I think I still have plenty of chances. This is very, very tricky. Takes, takes. Then I have... It's very hard for him to deal with this pawn. Let's play e4 here. Oh, that's what he's going for. But no, I have takes. Oh, look at this, guys. Look at that feisty move. Check. Get your pawn out the way. I want to take your queen for free. It's time to go. That's a really nice tactic. This is a beautiful game. All right, it's all over. That was very nice. Man, I love the Dutch. Let me know in the comments, guys. How many times have I said I love the Dutch? Yeah, one of my lifelong dreams is to go to St. Petersburg. I really want to experience the White Knights once in my life. Those famous White Knights. All right, we're playing this guy again. I played this guy last night. He got a very good position against me in e4, e5. I was sort of confused and astounded. All right, let's play c4 here. d4, we're going to take. He's a very strong player. I remember he has an Asian name. He has a Chinese name. His name is Zhongyuan Zhao. But he grew up in Australia, from what I understand. I remember reading articles about this guy in Chess Life back in like 2005. All right, here we play e4. I remember this. Things get very interesting. Cannot take because of queen a4. Okay, here we'll play knight c3. e6, we're going to play d6. Still got the broken mouse, guys. Y'all already know what it is. Yeah, these positions always get very feisty. He still cannot take because of e5. Things are getting so tricky here. Man, I really love China. I really want to go back to Asia. Chinese, Japanese, those are two of the coolest languages in the world. I'd love to just be immersed in them. I'd love to get woken up by a gong. All right, what are we doing here? If e5, then he's going to play f6. We should actually be a little bit careful. d4 takes, knight takes. That looks good. We should go for that. Very, very weird stuff at the moment. I mean, the whole thing here is that, like, positionally, I should be winning with this pawn. The only question is whether or not I can get developed in time. If I can get developed in time, it's going to be completely winning. There. All right, knight c7. Does that do anything? Let's just play bishop c4 here. Takes, I'm going to castle. Maybe, yeah, at that point I should throw knight c7 in, because we don't want to let this queen get to b6. This is a very tough position for him. Yeah, he can see the writing on the wall. There. He had that. I got to play better, man. I'm just missing really basic things. Yeah, man, this guy is playing for the initiative. What is this guy going for, though? I'll take this rook. f3? Dude, this is getting super feisty. This is one of those positions, if I was able to calculate and I wasn't so focused on the chit-chat, then it might actually... I'd probably play this a lot better. I think I'm just winning here. It's going to be very tricky, though. All right, we'll take... Threatening checkmate. We play g3. All right, yeah, we'll play g3 here. Yeah, I lost this. How did this happen? This ain't looking good, people. This definitely ain't looking good. He just takes here. I can't believe I messed this up. All right, we'll play knight c7 here. I think I'm just dead lost. I need to do a deep dive into this position. Yeah, I got to do a deep dive into a lot of these positions. I definitely had a huge advantage here. But it just looks like... Yeah, it just looks like it's just completely evaporated. Bishop g4. Oh, bishop g4 is the end of the game, definitely. 100% bishop g... If he plays... Well, bishop g4, wait, I have knight f4. I'm still going. All right. Just by the skin of my teeth, I'm holding on here. All right, we got to take. Takes. Bishop d4, I have knight e3. Again, we don't have a choice. Bishop g4. I'll play queen f2. Looks super frisky, but at the moment, it looks like it's holding on here. There. All right, I'm playing rook e1. I thought I was dead lost there. I thought he literally had a knockout punch. I feel he probably missed something there. That position had to be losing. Bishop h3. Yeah, I'm still sort of in the dragon's den, though. But this is definitely better than where I was before. If f5, I have check. How I'm going to get out, I have no idea. I can't even move this rook here because this darn bishop. I'm not even up a pawn in this position. This is such a depressing position. Let's play queen d3 here, attack the bishop. I might be able to run this way, or I might be able to play rook e2 and rook e1. It's critical that his queen cannot get to f4 here. Man could play queen g7. That actually isn't that bad, because he has ideas of queen f6. All right, we'll play rook e2. I don't know what this is. Just trying to go around this way. There. Man needs to stop bothering me, man. I'm trying to do my own thing. All right, we'll play rook e1 here. Check, I'm going to play king g1. Or king e1. Dude, how... Queen f3. This is mind-blowing. I don't have anything here? Okay, we got to play king g1 then. Oh, I don't have anything. Okay, well, yeah, wait, I'm playing h... What is this position, man? Dude, what is this? Takes. Okay, king f1. Bro. All right. Oh, here? All right, I'm just going to try to flag him, honestly. Definitely losing, but we're just going to try to get the flag in. Nah, man, he's not going to do it. Definitely not. Okay, at least I got a draw there, but much better than a loss. That could have been far worse. I think I was losing that whole game except for the opening, which I was winning. Classic bird game. All right, let's go for f5. Yeah, okay, this is the Staunton Gambit. I really got to brush up on the Dutch theory, guys. Like, it's just a work in progress, guys. I said it once, I'll say it again. I said it once, I'll say it again. I just got to study a lot of things, guys. It's just, I got a lot on my plate at the moment. I'm a busy bee. Let's take this way. This is going to be bizarre. Well, wait, why can't I play f5 here? I don't know what that was. He should have taken this pawn somehow. Yeah, I do not know what's going on here. Okay, he wants me to take and develop all his pieces. I'm not going to do that. We play c5 here? Yeah, let's play c5. Let's see what he's going for, man. This is going to get crazy. Queen takes, I'm going to play this. I'm taking here. I'm playing e5. What is this position, man? This knight on f7. Maybe I shouldn't have done this. Maybe I should have put the pawn on e6 to make sure that he can't hit this knight. Got a lot to review. Lots to learn and lots to review in the Dutch defense. Okay, here, let's play rook b8. Aiming at b2. If he plays bishop c4, I have rook b4. Very, very weird position. Also, queen b6, bishop h6 check ideas. Lots of weird things going on here. Yeah, this is a bananas position. Yeah, I mean, like, truth be told, honestly, guys, I think if I were to stop the chit-chat... Actually, I'm not even going to say it. I was going to say if I stopped the chit-chat, I think I could get to 3,000 much easier. I hate being that type of guy, though, of saying, like, oh, if blah, 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 then I would blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm a big believer in either, like, do it or don't do it, but don't really talk about it until you do it. What are we doing here? Let's play rook b4. I'm just mobilizing. Also keeping his bishop off of c4. Aiming at this, I want to take here. This looks very nice. This is really, really interesting. I'm just going to go for full mobilization here. I don't know what's happening, frankly. I'm down 2 pawns, but I'm getting very active pieces. Look at these bishops, man. Oh, does he have this? Well, no, wait. If he takes, I check. Okay. Not that I even calculated that, but this looks very cool. Look at this, guys. If he moves... Okay, I guess he has no way to blunder into it, but if he were to move his knight somewhere, I might have check and then takes, but he's going to move his knight either here or here, and in both cases, that's going to defend it. Knight e6. That's really frisky stuff, if you ask me. Knight e6. Okay, if I take... How do we not have anything here? I would have assumed that I'm winning. We take, they take. Do I have anything? I play queen b6. That actually looks okay. I'll go for that. Man could take here. I'm going to take here. I think that looks very bizarre, but not necessarily bad for me. Very, very weird position at the moment. If man takes, we'll play queen b6, and his knight's going to be a little bit frisky here. I'm going to have d5, knight d6. I'll be getting at least a pawn back, and the structure will be ruined. There. All right, let's take here. Dude, these positions, man. These positions are so bizarre. Let's take this way. Do you not want to take with the king? Then queen a5 would be a huge problem. I guess he should play c3. Yeah, c3 is going to be a problem. c3 is going to be a massive problem. I think I'm just losing after c3. I should have thought about throwing in rook d4 or something before this. Yeah. There. Okay, I'm much happier with that. At least now I have rook d4. I'm fine with that. If only I could get my bishop out to a6, this would be such a different position. Like king e2, bishop a6, then I'd be the one calling the shots. All right. There, let's play rook c4. Attack this pawn. Bizarre stuff at the moment. If I can get my pieces organized and active, I might have some chances. At the moment, I should probably be losing, though. Okay, I'll go for a draw. If man wants a draw. Man is going to take a draw here? All right, I don't want to draw then. I want to win. I want to fly like an eagle. But how am I even going to play for a win here? Let's play bishop d4. Oh, he's doing that, but no, I have takes with check here. That's a big money move. Big money move to save the day. Can't take 2 rooks, only he's getting 1. All right, d5, this is over. We're taking here. Should I throw in a check? No, check doesn't do anything. Just move the bishop back. Let's go here. Check. Yeah, this is over. He's just losing more and more material. If he waits out the clock, I'm blocking him, man. That's mad disrespectful. Gotta respect the Birdmaster, man. Bossman has me on a strict schedule. I can't be here wasting my time, dawdling around. All right, you're getting blocked.
It's time to go!